I've been told, and I think I have found this to be true, that I'm really good at asking the right questions. So I may just ask a single question that will then spin off into an entire discussion that will give us a wealth of insight about the individual. So really listening to them on the front end and honing in on what is the right question that's going to get us where we need to go, even before we talk about the financial engagement.
Yeah. So you're able to empathize, though, with them as to the situation. You understand personally quite a lot of the issues of widowhood and what could happen. And then asking the right question with that helps unlock the conversation.
It does indeed. And even when it's not with a widow, whether it's a couple or, whether it's with a man or a woman or whomever, I'm really good at looking at a situation and seeing right into the heart of it, really assessing the landscape pretty quickly. And that just helps me to know where I need to lead them, for lack of a better phrase, just to get them to a place of understanding where they really want to go, but just don't know how to articulate.
So you mentioned before that you're a strategist and, you completed your financial DNA discovery, I don't know, 10 years ago when you were formerly at Ronald Blue, but let's say it was 10 years ago. It's quite a while ago now. And Kirk did it as well. I can remember going through that with him at one of the seminars. But when you completed your financial DNA and got the results back, how did you feel about it, or what did you think, and what did it say to you?
It really resonated with me that, yes, this is who I am. And I was pretty far along. Well, I would say I was pretty far along in my career when I did this, but not necessarily in this industry. This is a second career for me.
Yeah.
But I remember wishing that I had had this insight into myself when I was a lot younger and just starting out in my career, in 20s and 30s, because it just really explained a lot. And it explained a lot of why I'm good at what I'm good at. It explained a lot about hiccups and struggles that I had along the way. I think I could have been saved maybe a little bit of those if I had had this insight when I was earlier in my career.
So what was the clarity that you got about your strengths and what you were good at?
As a strategist, I'm very bottom line, very goal oriented, and it seems a little bit like a contrast because I care deeply about people, but then I like to see action being taken. And it just helped me to see that whatever the relationship might be, I'm really focused on the goal. And sometimes that has hindered me in relationships, whatever the goal may be. It may not be financial or material at all, but sometimes I'm hindered if I focus too much on that and not enough on the other person. Coupled with that, I'm an introvert, but I'm a highly verbal person. And so learning how to balance another person's expectations, because I'm so verbal, I tend to be treated like an extrovert. And then there can be a misunderstanding when then I don't behave like an extrovert. So just knowing that about myself helped me to communicate better who I am and perhaps understand a little bit better where the other person is coming from.